Life is valuable, but how much is the question? Isha Yuna's sadness was enough to answer on how much they value their captain. Even Kyokai shows it by sacrificing her lifespan, whatever it takes to save him. With that said, what about Shin himself? Is it time to go to the afterlife? Or his life still worth more to live for? It's all on Kyokai to save Shin, literally risking her life. The problem is, it was never going to be easy. The way how it works is a spirit practically interrupting another spirit from reaching to the afterlife. At the very least, this sequence offers a challenge rather than instantaneously revive like how other series work. It also makes it difficult when the sacrificed spirit can't communicate with the fading spirit. It may be seen as stalling the inevitable, but there's more than a simple wake-up. The red stairway appears before Shin. I don't know if this is based on Chinese culture or something, but I do know it often referenced as a gateway to heaven or afterlife. Basically, Shin is on the verge to no return. The ground turns muddy to prevent Kyokai from saving, though there's a little more on that later. He heard her, but didn't think about it. I expected Shin to return somehow, but I didn't know how exactly. Could you imagine if Shin goes to the stairs? It would be a double kill with one sacrifice for nothing. Everything seems over until Hyo appears. Since this scene is all spiritual and mystical, it's quite fitting to bring back a character from the first chapter. The arc has been a roller coaster ride that will soon land to the moment where Shin finally becomes a great general, hence the sensation of series ending. From aiming to the goal to defeating Hoken, there's no way he won't become one after this. Not to mention, the past chapters dealt with many past characters, including Oki. Why not bring back the character that essentially started the series with his untimely death? The stairway was randomly moved, so Hyo got Shin. I guess he wants him dead. Kyokai is struggling to get out of the mud pool. It's because it is actually sucking away her life force. It makes the most sense to slow down a beast like her. Even so, it still doesn't stop her. It's a testament to her determination and loyalty for Shin. Although she will die, she's not going out with him. Hyo and Shin have a chat walking towards the stairway. Kind of funny how relaxed Shin is. He is talking to the dead. He even brags about being a badass, just like the good old times. It is perhaps the one time they are able to talk after so long, which is neat. It grows concerning when Shin doesn't remember his accomplishment after Hyo passed away. It grows even more when he forgot about Hishin unit. I'm not part of the unit, but even hearing that stung me. It's clear that his memory is slowly wiping away. It does ache to see him trying to remember important parts of his life, but fall flat. By the time they reach to the stairs, Hyo asks multiple questions to jog his memory. The sad part is, you can tell he is doing everything he can before Shin takes a step. One panel shows a sign of frustration. He's losing him. Essentially, it's a test for Shin to determine life and death, literally. If he doesn't recall anything value, perhaps his life has reached its end. The only part that popped up in his head is a dream. It's the driving force of his character. If he can't remember that, then it's all over. He sadly brushed aside, and Hyo pretty much looked defeated. Then, one last miracle happened. Kyokai finally reached to Shin, stopping him from taking a step. I have to say, this scene is emotional. With Shin's lost memories, it's no wonder she's in pain, physically and mentally. She reminds him about Hishin unit, one he should never forget. Right before she mentioned his dream, Hyo stops her, because this is for him to remember. Thank the heavens, he remembers his dream, or rather, his and Hyo's dream. Become a great general of the heavens. Kyokai's happiness is rewarding itself. Hyo vanishes after his role was completed. In other words, Shin has passed, and he will be revived. All he has to do is step into the portal. Thank goodness only Shin's spirit is there with a guest. If it's an open world for everyone, imagine Hoken steps in. That would be hilarious, but terrifying. Anyway, Shin remember everything, and Kyokai presence startled him. He sure takes it simple on the fact she's in between life and death as well. She hugs him for one last time. She truly deserved that. She shoves him to the portal, leaving her to fall to the abyss. While I didn't think Shin would remain dead, the tension was really on her. The last chapter made it certain that her sacrifice is guaranteed death. It's her time to go out instead. Or perhaps not. Just before she drowns, Shosha and Kyogai come to her rescue. It's really nice to see them again. Though hilariously, Shosha called Kyogai freshly baked. I mean, he did die not too long ago, so he's not off. It wasn't her time since it's done by tribute. So off she goes, taking care of their boss for them. It's not said if she has lost some of her lifespan or anything. I know realistically, well, in mystical speaking, returning back to life requires a healthy body, so Hoken can't really come back. Back in the real world, everyone is giving up their last hope. Then Shin has risen. The entire field goes completely quiet. This part is stunning to me. I would love to see how the anime execute this scene. The funniest part is Shin waking up and have a look that says, "Hey, what I miss?" Everyone explodes with great shock. The reactions are priceless. Hell, can you really blame them? It's a pure definition of a miracle. Overall, this was a nice chapter. The whole process of revival was done quickly, and it's for the best. It was the test to know the value of Shin's life, so it's forgiving. It's the most mystical moment of the series, but it was fine for what it needed to do. I don't know if there's any repercussion to it, but we'll see with Kyokai returning shortly after. In any case, it's done, and I enjoyed the element of remembering the most important part of the series. Shin's dream. That time will become a reality. Finish the fight and claim that title. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know the translation came really late, but better late than never, as I always say. I know the spoilers are out, but I'd rather wait for the translated chapter release. That's just the way I am. What do you think of this chapter? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.